Hello, and welcome to Awareness Self-Directed Learning. This module is part of the Safe Handling and Mobility program, and more specifically focusing on the PACE tool. This is module 2 of a 6-module series. The first module that you probably should have watched is the overview. We are now going to look at the first element of PACE, which is environment. Just before we start the video that will review the E or the environment of the PACE module or PACE tool, I just want to spend a few minutes talking about, because the video really is through the lens of home care. But when we talk about the environment, we know there are many similarities between home care and long-term care or facility-based organizations, but we also know there are some stark differences. So I just have a few pictures there, and just for those folks that aren't in home care but are working from facility-based as opposed to community-based care, to think about what are some of the challenges, what are some of the areas of concern in your environment when you're working every day. So I just wanted to acknowledge that, as the video does focus from a home care perspective. But take a look at the video and I'll be back with you after that.
This module is about assessing the E in PACE, which stands for environment. As a healthcare worker, your environment can vary greatly from day to day. If the right precautions are not taken, seasonal environmental risks such as ice and snow can cause serious injury due to slips and falls. Thankfully, seasonal environmental hazards are not with us all year long. But there are other hazards you should always be aware of. Your first point of contact with potential hazards is most often when you are approaching a client's home. Many hazards can present themselves before you even enter the front door. Things that can cause slips and trips, such as uneven pavement, puddles, lawn mowers and power cords, garden hoses, broken lawn furniture, unleashed pets, and other general clutter. Once you move inside, you are faced with new potential hazards. Some obstacles are easily dealt with, such as tidying up cords and moving objects out of the way, while some obstacles, such as pets and excess clutter, may require discussion with your client, a review of your organization's work-safe policies, or consulting with your supervisor before proceeding. Using PACE to assess your environment involves being observant and thinking critically about your surroundings. If there are no obstacles to impede care, it is okay to proceed. If there are movable objects, you should proceed with caution. If there are more complex obstacles, you may need to discuss them with your client or stop and get assistance. By using the PACE model to assess your work environment, you can ensure clients get the care they need, and you stay safe from injuries caused by the many hazards you encounter every day.
Now that you've completed the video on the environment, you've now completed this module of the PACE tool. You can now close out the video, click on the link below, which is where you will do the test. If you get the test 100% right, you'll get a certificate. If you miss a question, it'll ask you to go back and try again. And then you can proceed to the next module, which will be on C, on communication.